If you look carefully in the grid graphic, in the top right corner, you'll see a little graphic within the graphic. Now, the grid graphic is our tool that we use regularly to make sure that we know where we are in our day and to try and spend as much as we can possibly above the joy line in a place of positivity. The plain graphic image came to be because I made the comparison between the gauges in the plane and how the pilot flies the plane and how our emotions should be used during the day to help us fly through our day. I wrote an article called "In the Cockpit of Your Emotions," and I would recommend for you to read that in more detail. But basically, in this little article, we spoke about, first of all, the gauge, the gas gauge, the fuel gauge. And the comparison here is between what the pilot does when he or she is running low on gas and what we as leaders or just in our day-to-day work and life do when we run low on gas. Now, first of all, a pilot, when they see the gas gauge is running low, they don't talk about it, they don't think about it, they just simply find a place to land. They know if they don't land, it's going to be a catastrophe. They're going to crash, they're going to maybe cause damage, maybe there'll be loss of life. They don't think about this further, they just simply find a place to land. They know without gas, it's dangerous. But what do we do in our work or when we're leading others? When we're starting to run low on gas, many of us just try and push through and work harder and just, you got to do what you got to do and you want to go forward. And that is dangerous. Also, when there are people around us that we see they're running low on gas, they're working themselves to death, they become to a place where they're not their best selves anymore, where they may be irritable, maybe something is going on for them. We then are quiet and we don't speak up. But if you're a good team member and if you're a good leader, you need to be on the lookout for people around you to make sure that they are also replenishing their gas. When it's time to go land, they need to go land. And this is the time where you reach out to them and you can make just a comment or speak to them and say, I can really see that you are running low on fuel right now. You're overworked, overburdened. Maybe it's time for a break. How can I help? In that way, you can avoid the crash. You can avoid whatever is going to be negative coming from this experience. So there you have it. That's the first gauge in the plane that we're speaking about, the gas gauge. Are you watching your own gas gauge? Are you watching the gas gauge of the people around you? Are you on the lookout for those? Are you caring? Are you helping people to find a safe place to land when they're running out of gas? There you have it, the first little image. We'll speak next week about the second gauge on the dashboard of the plane. Have a great week.